Well, I know. There I am again, that laughing face on your screen. Well, my name is Billy Masters, and a while back I told you all the story about how I pranked my son on April Fool's Day, and then he pranked me, and I guess when I think about it, that pranking goes back goes back a few years because, well, back when I was about 7 years old, my little brother Bobby was 1 year below me at 6. We lived in a motel over there on Route 66 out in Fontana. Yeah, I remember. They turned her in. They turned her right in. Anyways, we lived in this motel, and it happened all the time that people couldn't really pay their rent, and they left stuff for collateral. And one time this guy left this reel-to-reel tape recorder for collateral. Summer vacation. My brother Bobby, he was a little shit, had gotten himself into trouble and had to go to summer school, but me, I was too smart to get caught most of the time. So I had some time on my hands, and suddenly that reel-to-reel showed up in our living room, and while Bobby was in school, I started monkeying around with it. And a funny thing happened, if you whispered into the microphone, instead of sounding like a 7-year-old boy, really sounded like somebody mean and evil. It's Bobby. And the first time I did that, I went, oh shit, I gotta do this. So I made this tape, whispering tape, and then I wanted to give it a dramatic effect at the end, so I paused the tape, and went outside, and I ran around not around the block, but I ran around the courtyard of the motel a couple of times, and I came running back in. I stuck the microphone right on my heart, and I hit the go button, and recorded my heart slowing down, and then I slowly withdrew it so that the heart stopped beating. And I paused it again. By this time, my sisters, Loretta and Linda, were starting to wonder, what the hell's going on? What's Billy doing? So I initiated my sisters to put the blood-curdling scream at the end of the tape. So, like on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, I hit the record button, and they screamed. Pretty blood-curdling scream, I'll tell you. I don't know where those girls learned that scream. Must have been the movies. Anyways, so then the next part of the plan was how to get the whole thing activated in order to scare Bobby. So it so happened that my mom had been painting our bedrooms, and she was constantly in the process of repainting something in the motel, and our bedrooms were in the act, so we didn't have any curtains. And as I mentioned, we lived right there on Route 66, and man, it was 30 or 40 feet from the main highway. And among other things, there were bums that were coming down the road once in a while, and so I was counting on a little extra pizzazz not having any curtains on the windows. So, anyways, I stuck the tape recorder. Well, first of all, I queued up the tape recorder so it was all ready to play, and then I unplugged it. I left the on button on, and I just unplugged it. And I stuck it underneath Bobby's bed, which, by the way, didn't have a headboard and was backed right up to the window, looking right out at Foothill Boulevard, Route 66. Oh, did I say the wind was blowing? The wind was always blowing on Foothill Boulevard, and you could constantly hear the rattle of the cymbals and the gutters and the neon signs, the letters on the signs. My dad stuck them up there with baling wire, by the way. Same stuff that made the throttle cable on the mini bike. If you remember your lessons. Anyways, so I got an extension cord and I plugged it into that tape recorder, and then ran it out from under the corner of the door. So the idea was for somebody to come along and plug in the extension cord and start the tape, right? So me and Bobby went to bed, just like normal. Mom and Dad put us to bed, and we're laying there in bed. My bed is over on the other side of the room compared to Bobby's. Is right under the window. And after about 4 or 5 minutes, all of a sudden I hear a click sound, and I knew that tape started. And I hear it go, Bobby. And it just paused. And I waited and waited. And then, Bobby. And then another wait. Bobby, I see you. So I'm looking at Bobby out of the corner of my eye, pretending like I'm asleep myself, and I see him. Covers start inching up and inching up and inching up, and then, Bobby, I'm coming for you. And so it's going on, and then all of a sudden the heartbeat, like that. Bobby looks over, Billy, like that, and I just pretend like I was asleep, Still keeping an eye on him. All of a sudden, it hit my sister's blood-curdling scream. And Bobby jumped out of bed in his little homemade boxer shorts and smashed into the door and jerked the door open, and there was my mom and dad standing right there at the door listening. And he ran right smack into him, screaming. I don't know if you guys loved your brother as much as I did, but dang it, I really loved Bobby, and he never beat me up, and I did all kinds of shit to him. I love you, Bobby. Take care.